Imagine the worst news of your life. Your father is murdered, your uncle is the killer, and your mother marries him. That is the exact nightmare facing Prince Hamlet of Denmark. He is trapped in a massive royal estate, consumed by grief. Then comes the confirmation. The ghost of his father appears in the dark and explicitly states that King Claudius poisoned him to steal the throne. The standard, logical reaction to learning your uncle murdered your father is immediate, decisive revenge. But Hamlet freezes. Instead of drawing his sword, he retreats into his own head, paralyzed by a sudden, crippling doubt about whether the ghost is actually telling the truth. He has the motive, and he knows exactly who the target is. Yet his inability to move forward proves that a person's own mind can be a much stronger prison than any physical cell. To buy time and delay the inevitable, Hamlet decides to feign madness. He uses this erratic behavior as cover to secretly investigate his uncle. He even hires a theater troupe to stage a hyper-specific recreation of the poisoning, designed entirely to force a visible reaction out of Claudius. It works perfectly. The king panics and flees the room. Hamlet finally has undeniable proof of guilt. Even with that absolute certainty, he refuses to strike. He slips into the famous to be or not to be soliloquy, a textbook case of analysis paralysis. This cognitive trap follows a strict pattern. Suspicion leads to gathering proof, which triggers overthinking, which loops right back to gathering more proof. The final, necessary step, taking action, is completely bypassed. At this stage, gathering evidence is no longer a tactical advantage. It is a psychological shield he uses to avoid making a life-altering choice. Leaving a paranoid killer in power creates an immediate, highly dangerous vacuum. The fallout hits Hamlet's inner circle first. His commitment to acting insane systematically destroys his relationship with the woman he loves, Ophelia. Then, in a brief moment of panicked confusion, Hamlet stabs blindly through a curtain, accidentally killing Ophelia's father, Polonius. Her father dead and her lover apparently gone mad, Ophelia's mind fractures. She wanders into a river and drowns. A single moment of hesitation has now metastasized into a sprawling crisis. No rival kingdom or evil mastermind orchestrated this collapse. It is the chaotic, raw collateral damage of a man refusing to make a decision. While Hamlet ponders his next move, King Claudius acts. He manipulates Laertes, Ophelia's grieving brother, into challenging Hamlet to a rigged fencing match. Claudius doesn't leave anything to chance. He poisons Laertes' blade and prepares a backup cup of poisoned wine. The trap snaps shut in seconds. Queen Gertrude unknowingly drinks the poisoned wine, and both Laertes and Hamlet are fatally struck by the toxic blade. Hamlet finally forces himself to strike down Claudius, but he only finds the resolve to act when the poison is already coursing through his own veins. By the time the venom finishes its work, the entire royal court lies dead. This story has survived for 4 centuries because it exposes a harsh reality. Sometimes overthinking destroys a person. Careful consideration is a survival tool, but a permanent loop of hesitation is a fatal flaw. Subscribe to explore more insights into human nature, and whatever you do today, make a choice.